Hello everyone, I'm Joon-Seok from George Mason University. On behalf of our team, I'll give a presentation about location-based social network data generation based on patterns of life. Due to COVID-19 outbreak, we are participating in MDM conference remotely following social distancing order or recommendation. Many researchers put their efforts to mitigate spread of COVID-19 in various manners. What would be interesting topics from the mobile data management perspective? Let's have a look at this example. B is infectious, meaning B can infect others. If A and B are friends, they are likely to meet in person. In this scenario, A spent time with a B, and A now is infectious. In such a scenario, what would be efficient to contact the tracing algorithm or predict who is likely to meet whom where? These are just few of examples of research topics. This type of the research requires the data first. Then where can we obtain such social and location data? This type of data is called location-based social network data. People visit places such as coffee shop, the pubs, and restaurant. Due to privacy concern, publicly available data are voluntarily collected as check-in data. One of the representative LBSN datasets is Koala. It contains check-in time, location, and social network. However, publicly available data including Koala are very sparse. Let me give an example. After removing users within less than 15 check-ins and removing locations with less than 10 visitors only, then 18K the users and 1.29 million check-ins remains over 20 months. There is only roughly 2,000 check-in per day distributed globally. Thus, if you want to get some data in a city, it is a handful the check-in per day. Other data such as Foursquare and Yelp do not have social network data. Many researchers rely on these LBSN datasets, and they're summarized in this related work. Research topics related to LSBN span LSBN analysis, location recommendation, location prediction, social link prediction, query processing, community detection, and social influence. Suppose that there are two datasets. Dataset A has high data collection cost and privacy concern and a few of non-special properties. Also, it is spatially and temporally sparse, and its social network is static, and we are not sure whether the links are correct or not. On the other hand, dataset B is a free and no private threat. It has a rich non-special attributes. It is spatially and temporally dense. Yet it is socially plausible, and also it can provide ground truth. Which data would you use for your research? Type B is our synthetic LBSN data. You may ask how the synthetic data can be socially plausible. Our secret is to model our patterns of life based on social science theories. Imagine your daily life. You get up and have a meals, commute, and work, and you may spend time in a cafe or do some recreation, meet people, and sleep at night. So what motivates these patterns of life? Let's think about what makes us to take specific actions. If we are hungry, we eat, and if we are sleepy, then we want to go to bed and so on. And our behavior also depends on belief and characteristics. These are internal factors. And also, our behaviors are influenced by the external factors, such as others and environment. A certain condition will trigger your behavior that consists of a series of actions to achieve goals. Taking this into account, we model each individual as agent. Our agent model logic is constructed based on people's daily patterns of life, supported by well-respected psychology and social science theories including planned behavior and Maslow's hierarchy. It attempts to explain human motivation in terms of the priority of needs. In our model, each individual is equipped with the first three levels of Maslow's hierarchy of needs: physiological, safety, and love needs. To meet such needs, the agent travel accordingly. The most basic and highest prioritized needs are physiological needs, which make agents rent apartment, eat food at home or at a restaurant when they're hungry, and sleep when their internal rhythm kicks in. The agents are driving to reduce their physiological needs first. Then they try to attain financial stability, finding a job and going to work. When the more basic needs from the hierarchy are met, an agent may then choose to visit a recreational site for the purpose of socialization. Recreational sites are hubs for socialization. At places, agents may meet new people, create the budding, the friendships, and or improve their existing friendship bonds with others. In our simulation, social relationships are simulated using a weighted and directed social network. Agents are attracted to recreational sites because of the agent individual age, their individual income level, and their own interests, and so on. Also, their proximity to the site when the decision to visit the site is taken. When an agent visits a recreation site and has no friends there, then there is a slight chance that an agent will establish a friendship with a stranger. For instance, A and B go to a recreational site because both like sports, which is their focus. This link formation is called focal closure, and the chance slightly increases if the stranger is actually friends of friend. In this example, A and B have a common friend, C. This link formation is well known as triadic closure. Thus, collocation increases one's chance of becoming friends with other people and to maintain existing friendships. Let me show you a simulation run. Our framework is based on Mason, which is an open source simulation toolkit. The left window visualizes spatial network, agents, and places. There are different types of buildings: residential buildings and commercial buildings. The right window visualizes a synchronized social network and allows us to analyze clusters. Agent colors represent their hunger level, and we can see hungry agents go to the restaurant to meet their food needs. We can observe community patterns. The dynamic chart allows us to monitor statistics such as average balance while the simulation is running. And on the weekend, the agent gather in the recreation site. Agents from the form the connection based on collocation at places. Each site constructs a visitor profile, which is the mechanism to attract the agent who have similar attributes. After weekend, they come back to normal weekdays, focusing on their work, satisfy their financial need. Social relationships when they don't meet for a while, and weak ties are broken. They feel socially lonely and then visit their recreation site to meet people. As time goes by, group behavior emerges. Without explicit scripting, we can observe clusters based on their attribute. This emergence is the key element of agent-based modeling. Although this agent-based simulation is widely used to understand complex social problems, we leverage this to generate socially plausible data. environment is one of the important factors to influence simulation. We selected two real maps for data generation: GMU campus located in Fairfax, Virginia, and French Quarter, New Orleans, Louisiana. Also, we used two synthetic maps in different size: Town S for the small one and Town L for large one. We developed a procedural city generator that generates terrain, road networks, building, and places with a special and non-special properties such as rent. The red reason on the right bottom indicate that their rent is higher than other places. The advantage of this procedural city generator is that we can easily generate different types of cities depending on our purpose, considering many aspects. With four maps, we populate different numbers of agents: 1,000, 3,000, and 5,000. In the initialization process, the number of sites, including apartment and recreation sites, is proportional to the population. The number of active agents is less than the target population because some individuals cannot afford to live, so they leave the world. Generated LBSN data are summarized in this table. Compared to real data, the data is much denser. GMU1K data for 15 months have 2 million check-ins and 9 million links of the 1,000 agents. The number of check-ins and links are proportional to the number of agents. Depending on the number of neighborhoods and the size of maps, the data size can vary, but the size of dataset is similar to each other. Currently, the runtime of simulation does not linearly increase as the number of agents increases. The one reason is that interactions between agents and environments increase. We will enhance the performance in the future. Depending on maps, different structure of community emerge. The numbers of neighborhoods of GMU, NOLA, Town S, and Town L are 1, 2, 4, and 6 respectively. We can observe interconnection between this community. The right graph shows average social network degree over time. During the warm-up period, social networks are gradually established. After that, we see weekly patterns. Notably, Town L has a lower number. It is because agents have to spend more time on traveling to meet people due to big map size. These two videos show two different social network emergence in different environments. The reason you can observe the isolated clicks is each agent has a different social characteristics. Social agents go to recreation sites more frequent to meet their social needs. Some agents rarely socialize, and the roommates are enough for them. Source code and data are publicly available. Also, you can find additional materials on the project webpage. Our research has demonstrated Geo-Social Simulation generating large-scale and high-fidelity LSBN dataset, which is based on patterns of life. Our data is free and open and socially plausible and has no privacy concern. It provides rich non-spatial attributes, high spatial temporal resolution, dynamic social network, and ground truth. It enables highly detailed social temporal research on LSBN, including link prediction, next location prediction, location recommendation, and community detection, social influence, and so on. If you have any question about the data or simulation, please contact us. Thank you for your attention.